Welcome back to Pops and Pylons. Let's play some more Victoria 3. We are looking at the beautiful city of Algiers right here, but it's not ours. We're Algeria. We're going for Barbary's back, which does require us to grab Algiers back. But the French have pushed us out of there. Well, us. We were in control of the state, or the country at that point. These French took Algiers and now they're all conciliatory about it, but they're not willing to give it back, which I find annoying. Now, I still don't know whether there's some sort of diplomatic play we can do that just asks for it back. I've not seen that yet, but I'm kind of hoping, because otherwise we're going to have to beat up on the French. Also, somehow, maybe it's fine. I hope my audio is fine here. Look kind of iffy right now. Anyway, so we're playing Vicky. I haven't played for 2 whole days, so I'm gonna have to go back into a little bit into what's going on, but that's fine because I have to tell you about it as well. We seem to be doing quite alright economically. We're losing a little bit of money, but just a little bit, while building with our full construction effort here, so that's kind of nice. Now we're even paying some subsidies to maybe a paper mill. I remember that being a paper mill. Yeah, from paper mills. Highest price we're paying is government wages. I believe our government wages are still on normal. It's a thing I have slashed in the past in my few attempts at playing Vicky. But for now we're paying full wage. We could make a lot of money here. A lot. 992 right now. If we slash government wages, but I'm not about to do that. We're taxing the heck out of people, but surely they won't mind, will they? We have only 30,000 radicals and 83,000 loyalists. That is very good compared to my other games. So I'm into it. We're building a food factory for, well, that's a bit experimental. I don't know that we're actually going to make money with a food factory, but I hope we will. One reason I wanted it was to use, I believe, the grain we're producing, although we have a lack of grain right now. And also to be able to use iron, because we have room for iron mines, but nothing to use iron on right now. It would be nice to have some constant consume of iron before we build iron mines. That'd be nice. Apparently we need services. They're kind of expensive where we are, and we lack wine. Now, there was something going on. First of all, let's have a quick look at trade routes. What are we doing? We're actually exporting wine. That's why we're lacking it, because we're exporting so much. These people are buying over 100 units of wine from our country. We can definitely scale back on that if we want to. It's not hugely lucrative. This money here is money that doesn't go to us. It goes to the trade center that's doing the trading. What we're getting are tariffs on our trade, and we see we get 266 ducats from the export of wine. Not remotely as much as this would maybe suggest. Not bad though, not too bad, considering it's 100 units of wine. It's fine. What else are we doing? We're importing liquor, just probably to keep our people happy. We're importing luxury clothing. And we're importing clippers, so we can do trading at all. We're using most of our convoys, unfortunately. So really expanding on trading is not particularly possible. We're doing quite well on rank, which means, yes, right, we started out with the ability to declare interest, I remember. And we are allied to the 2 Sicilies, right? Or we have a defensive pact. Politics, diplomacy. Customs union with Sardinia, Piedmont. Yeah, that's not us. But we do have a trade agreement, so all our trade to them is, well, free of bureaucracy cost, which is nice. Anything else? Right. Bees I mentioned in the comments, and I already, at least I thought about it. I don't know if I actually talked about the fact that we're currently running wine as a secondary production method on our grain farms or wheat farms. So we're not just growing grain, but we're also growing wine. And we do have a lack of grain. So one thing we could do would be to not grow wine and grow more grain instead. Right now it says that would cost us money. And that's because we're exporting so much wine that we actually have a decent price for wine. But definitely something we could keep in mind for later if we ever get to a point where we don't want to do the exporting. For example, we're already running the soil enrichment farming here. We have intensive grazing on the livestock ranches to produce the fertilizer needed for the soil enrichment. Makes sense. I don't know if meat is ever expensive. It's never been really expensive in any of my attempts. Not sure why you can swap to producing more meat on those livestock ranches. Well, that doesn't really do anything. Okay. How are we doing politics-wise? We have decently happy factions. Nice, nice. I played a round of Wiki 3 yesterday. Yeah, yesterday with my brother. And we played as the homie, for old time's sake. And oof, did people not like us? They did not like us. Laws. So what I want is colonial affairs. So maybe we can start going southwards, right? We kind of want to go through the Sahara into not into Algeria. We are Algeria, into a dark, into the places that have wood. That would be nice. Wood. But for that we need the colonization institution, which requires a colonial affair, either resettlement or exploitation. Although I'm not a big fan. I mean, not a big fan of colonialism as such in real life, but I'm definitely not a fan of exploitation. Who doesn't? Oh, right, the landowners don't like it. No, it's just the Rururus, the rural folk, who don't. They're quite powerful, and they don't like it. What about this? Yeah, same difference. I'm tempted to suppress the rural folk, if that's something we can do. Which should reduce their clout. Yeah, we can just spend a bunch of, I think like 200 authority on suppressing them. And then they should, well, reducing clout hopefully. And we'll have less opposition to doing this thing. Who wants good colonial affairs? The armed forces. So we have a button that increases armed force loyalty if we pay our troops. But it does not, or happiness I suppose, it does not increase their standing. Not super interested in investing in buffing armed forces. So maybe we're not bolstering them. Is there anything else we wanted to do here? I mean, banning slave trade would be nice, wouldn't it? It annoys the landowners, but it does not radicalize them, and that modifier will go away. And the intelligentsia like it. And I like it. Because slavery is just not acceptable. Also, it gives 50% political strength to the landowners, which we don't want. Let's try to get that one passed, I think. And see if we can avoid a rebellion by the landowners. Got to be careful to not annoy them anymore for a moment. Please don't tell me battalions in reserve. Thank you very much. And do keep building that food factory. Lucca wants a defensive pact. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Wait, where the heck are you even? Are you like around here? There you are. You're tiny. Look at how tiny they are. No, I don't want a defensive pact with somebody I might actually have to defend. That seems like a bad idea. Income went down quite drastically. What happened here? I might have lost a modifier that we got from the landowners. We see a rise of... Not sure. Maybe we had something in the investment pool? That's possible. Even probable, I might say. I do remember having waited a little time to build up some money in investment pool at the end of last episode. Relations broken. Spain is now 50. Why were we talking to you, Spain? Because you didn't like us. I think that was the main reason. They weren't very into us. Natural enemy. I'm not your natural enemy, Spain. Shush. That's just not very nice. French lovers. Quite close to actually getting that trade agreement with them. So we should be working on that at some point. Could look at it, but we don't have super powerful trade routes. And we don't have any convoys, so really the only trades we would be looking at would be to neighbors. And that right now does not seem to be a thing. Migration controls. Now that's interesting. Now, you think, why do you want migration controls? That's not very liberal. Don't you want migration? I do want migration. But our current setting is we want no migration controls. And there's no faction saying that we want no migration. Is that right? No, never mind. I'm lying. We actually start on a no migration control setting. Oh. I'm used to starting on closed borders where migration controls is an upside, but no, in this case, nay. I want full migration. Well, possible. Ooh, we just banned slavery just like that. Nice. No human being should be owned by another. You're powerful? You became more powerful? I'm trying to reduce you in cloud, not give it to you. Supported by peasants, farmers, clergymen. So the more stuff we build, especially not farms, the fewer rural folk will have. But as it still takes us quite a long time and quite a lot of money to build things. It's... No, Luca, go away. We have a lot of those. Rurus. Boost our farms further, sure. Do it. Still waiting for this one to just happen. Standard of living, I think, is going up. Yeah. People are doing good. And we completed our construction without going into debt. That's very nice too. Let's see how the building's doing while it's hiring. I'm not too concerned with a low weekly balance while it's still hiring. But if it doesn't keep hiring because of the low balance, then it's something we might have to fix. Okay, they had positive balance, they hired a few people, got rid of a few people, which is bad. It generates radicals. Okay, new tech. I was looking at canneries for the iron use. Don't know if that's the one thing we really need. I mean, it's probably not the one thing we really need. Should probably just be finishing these things. Law enforcement, education. Yeah. Let's do it. But the food industries are not yet particularly happy. What options do we have? We can run sweetness. We had sugar, which we don't have. We'd get more groceries out of it. We can run pot stills, which means we would produce liquor. If only we had sugar. I don't remember. Do we have the ability to build sugar plantations around here? That's urban. Rural. Currently blind. Where the frick are my sugar? There, yeah. 0. No, we do not have the ability to build sugar plantations. We have the ability to build sulfur and iron mines, which is nice, but no sugar, which is unfortunate. Because producing alcohol in our food industry would probably be better than just producing groceries, which doesn't seem... The price is not that bad, it's just that we don't have infinite amount of grain amounts, even. Well, it's getting better and better. Not too worried, I suppose. What about that grain production, though? We have no grain. Because we're not building, we have a lot of wood and fabric saved up. But that's going to fix itself in the moment we start building again. Otherwise, the only thing we have a lot of is fruit. Which I don't think can be turned into anything. It's just the good that's being eaten. Otherwise, things are just kind of okay. We lack tons of services. We lack chairs. Now, chairs are made from wood, which we're importing, which is still not great. And services are, I think, essentially made from paper, right? If I wanted more services, oh no, I want glass. Because market squares upgrade for urban centers would increase the amount of services being produced, but that requires glass. We can also just have more urban buildings. Excuse me. And more urban centers will appear. Let's look at more services for coal. But I don't think that coal is something we have, right? No. So what do we build now? Kind of tempting to just drop another wheat farm. Because we still like wheat, we said, right? Not tons though, even though we have the food factory going, so that might just be fine. We actually have a demand for food, for groceries. Not bad. Clothing. We only like 20. But do we even have a textile mill? We do. Oh, level 2 already. So probably add a bunch of... Doesn't say. Well, you're not telling me. 40 fabric per level. No, 45 clothing per level. So we'd be overdoing clothing for now. May that be okay? I can always sell it. It's gonna put a bit... my voice today. It's gonna put a bit of a drain on our fabric. While we're building. I think that'll be okay though. It'll be fine. Let's upgrade this one more level. It's not making infinite dodge, so I'm not sure that it's actually super smart. But I want it. And I think that's a very good reason. That's just a very good reason. You wanted me to import chairs, but that's not really good. Could be importing dye and just make our thing better. In the heart of the sea. New character, 2% of labor pops become more loyalist. There's new admiral, pop group attention, attraction, interest group approval, or landowners get it? No. Let's not go with the landowners, shall we? Not our favorite people. Not at all. I'm not doing any laws. I always hate when I'm not doing a law. There's not really much we can do, except for migration controls, which we don't want. I actually like interventionism. Local police force, eh? The rural don't like it, the intelligentsia don't like it, but they love us. That's kind of okay. Everybody else is kind of into it. 10% landowner political strength. We don't want that. Sardinia Piedmont also wants a defensive pact. Don't know that that's They are allied to Sicily, so I guess we'd always have them on our side there. Would you... How does France feel about you? I thought there was a way to see that. There's an opinion map mode here. Country relations. I think it's just our country. Well, no. That must be the country I click on, yeah. Okay, so France likes Sardinia Piedmont. Okay. And Austria. They just locked this map mode somehow. Country, what was it? Country relations, Austria. Why does it not change now? Oh, because I'm not clicking Austria. There we go. That's so weird. But they're neutral. I think I'm okay with this. Does cost us some birds, but I mean, what are birds? Clear the locked map mode. Proof relations broken with people I don't care about really. Provence now also wants no Provence. Wait, Provence? Provence? You're a state in France. Did it say Provence? No, Morocco. I just must have hovered over Provence there. Morocco. Everybody wants the defensive pact up now. I mean, they do love us. How does a Morocco feel about other people? How do other people feel about Morocco? No, I want the perspective of Morocco, please. There. Oh. Yeah, maybe not. Kind of not looking to fight the French, the Spaniards right now. Thank you very much. Also not looking to fight the French. Clearly. Market price changes. Yada yada, nothing. Frankfurt. Very important. So how do we get these folks? I mean, they're going down in cloud a little bit. But we need a lot more of that going down. I still don't think I want to be in the Two Sicilies custom unit. It's probably good for us, again. But no, I want to keep control of my own market for now. Just so we can keep understanding how markets work. Seems relevant. We actually still have positive fabric while we're building. That's good. So the extra textile factory shouldn't completely crush our building ability. It is now up. Food industries is still doing okay. It's not making great money, but it's making money. I mean, that's a start. And this one should be... We're doing fine hiring here, right? Yeah. Come on, do better. I don't want to don't want to see minus 309. It's not a good number. It's actually looking kind of bad now. Why? I mean, the price of clothing probably went down because we now have extra, right? We're making more. We knew this. So we could look into selling some. If we had any... Oh, we have a bunch of convoys available. So we could try to export some clothing. Ideally not a lot. We could just do these 15 to the Morocco. It's not a lot of money in there, but it doesn't use any convoys. And it's also a low amount, which means we are not blowing up the price of clothing. We're hopefully stabilizing it at somewhere. It's okay for the textile mill. Come on, surely you'll do fine. Listen to Sicilies. I don't want it. Well, they play for power. Strength for the petite bourgeoisie. Bourgeoisie. Or not. What do they like? They're xenophobes. Not a fan. Middle management, treasury bonds. Wait. This is what I'm looking for. They don't like multiculturalism. They don't like the fact that we have no migration controls. I don't like free speech. Pretty disgusting people, honestly. But fine. No, Luca. Not even for an obligation. I don't want your defensive pact. I don't know how easy it is to say no to a call to arms in this game. I don't care about empiricism much. Romanticism is okay because it activates the greener grass campaign and gives us prestige. Greener grass will allow us to move or to increase the migration attraction of a place, which may or may not be useful. Do have a bunch of things running, right? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Oh, Sicilian-Spanish rivalry. Not the biggest fan of that. Because I don't want to get dragged into a war there. It feels like an unlikely war, but possible nonetheless. Now we have food industry that's just kind of okay. Textile mill went down to also just kind of okay now. Furniture manufacturers are still doing quite well, even though we're importing the wood. Although not while we're not building. Do we lack furniture? We do, right? Yeah, we lack tons of furniture. I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and upgrade the furniture manufactory in Tlemcen again. Game claims that it's a lot better to build it in Constantine. Not sure why. How could there be? It just seems impossible. 45 furniture in Tlemcen are worth the same as in Constantine. I don't know why it counts for more. Makes no sense. Does it? Doesn't make any sense to me. I'm gonna build it here. Because there are economies of scale. Multiple levels of a building make it more, well, additionally powerful. Law enforcement. What I really want to enforce is to have fewer rules around. If we have these rural folk on something manageable, I think we could happily go and try and get colonization going. Mobile artillery, field works, logistics. Nobody cares. Starting to see some luxury good needs here. Tons of demand for wood that we don't have, liquor we don't have, and services, and wheat. I'm not super into building more farms because that's rural folk territory. On the other hand, I think we can have, well, we have good reasons to have more farms. For example, the lack of wheat. I also do wonder whether we want to upgrade our port. So we can maybe import more wood. Probably a decent amount of wood, but still seems in need. Are we actually, what are we doing? We're exporting clothing. Oh right, we did. Damn it. Yes. I did that on purpose. Oh, kinda quite mediocre trade routes. Do we want to keep working on these level 1 so we can finally go to level 2? Or do we want to start working on level 2s over here? I mean, canneries are not interesting. Just the food industry isn't that important. I think we're gonna keep running these things. Okay, we're done building. What did we build? Another thingamabob, right? Furniture manufactory. It's immediately going to the point where it's not as efficient. We might want to look into a tool factory. Oh, we're subsidizing you. Yeah. Subsidizing furniture manufacturing. That's very sad. I think it's either a tool factory we want to look into, or it's a port for more import. Kinda interested. When we're not building, we're fine on wood. It's just when we're building that we go haywire. Could I import sugar for a low price? Because we could do that. And we could make our own liquor. Not liquor. Sugar. These are not great trade routes. I mean, price drops to nothing because we're not using it, but we would start using it. Maybe from the Moroccans, because we have the bureaucracy. It's 10 sugar. Is that enough to turn on? Not sweeteners, pot stills. I mean, 25 sugar. Wow. That can't possibly be worth it, can it? Not with these trade routes. Nah. Nay. Nay. As much as I want, these weren't. What about tools? No great tool import either. I feel like it's gotta be wood. Oh, this wood actually, we should certainly just grab that Moroccan wood. And do we build a tools factory? Kind of feel like we do. It's gonna hurt us for a while, probably. But I would like to have tools to improve all our stuff. Do we build it in Constantine just because it's... Nah. People would be the reason. We could run greener grass. We should probably run greener grass on our capital. Where is it? Decrease greener grass campaign. Plus 50% migration attraction. Means people will go here more often. Even from other countries in theory. But definitely from inside our own country. Now, I don't know if... No, we do have migration allowed. We have no migration controls. So people can just move to our country from elsewhere. Which would be good for us. I mean, right now we have tons of people. So right now we really don't need migration. But we're probably gonna quickly hit the point where we don't. Ally Morocco. No, I'm too afraid of the Spaniards. Sorry, Morocco. So kind of afraid that we're starting to generate a lot of radicals. Yeah, it's probably from our factories not working all that great. And therefore the standard of living decreased. All goes up and down. Motor industries, pumps, railways. You know, if we had like steel and coal, I'd be interested in railway. We don't. We have iron, I guess. So if we had coal, we could make steel. But still. Material waste? Don't waste my material. Freaking armed forces. Who needs them? Wait, have positive balance? It's a lie. Statue of Emir was commissioned. So for us, I assume. Or ruler. Loved. Can we afford 2-point drop on the landowners? Apparently we can easily. Yeah, I just don't like making people more radical. Let's not have a statue of the Emir, shall we? I don't know if this game has follow-up event chains that we need to be thinking about. But since I don't know, I'm not gonna consider that even. Easy way to go through life. Ooh, furniture manufacturing. I actually made a tiny bit of money there for a moment. Okay, tooling workshop is up. Very nice. Now we want things to be actually using tools. That's not how. That's also not how. Surely we have things that can use tools. You could use lathes, make more furniture. The cost of tools. Good, good. Do it. Which immediately makes the tooling workshop very, very productive. Nice. If we get that going kind of okay, then we might be able to switch to pick iron tools. Once we have an iron mine and actually use iron on that. That seems nice too. I'm probably not using remotely enough tools though. No, I'm actually using most of the tools we're producing right now. Would assume this still goes up. Yeah, because the factory is still hiring folks. Yeah, still a lot of hiring to do. So we do want more demand for tools, which we could probably, yeah, it's already dropping down to. Missing the word. It's going to very, very low prices is what it's doing. Where were we able to use tools? We could use it for butchering, but meat doesn't really seem to be the place we want to have anything. Harvesting tools though. Oh, uses 4,000 fewer laborers. Yeah, that's not. I mean, yes, it makes money, but also unemploys 4,000 people. That doesn't seem great. Do you really not have any other industry that can use tools? This needs coal and glass. Tooling workshop itself. This needs. Oh, that's already using lathes. And this would need hardwood, right? Yeah. Make luxury furniture. This requires dye. And silk. Yeah. Would like to do pot stilts. Actually don't seem to have any good other use for tools. Other than firing a bunch of laborers, which eventually we will want, because we don't want them to be working on a farm. We'd rather have them working something more valuable. But right now, we have the jobs. So, the next thing we build would be nice if it was something that can use tools. Can Iron Man use tools? It just uses tools. So yes, it can use tools. You can probably upgrade with tools too. Kind of weird to build an iron mine to then produce more tools, but normally we need, or at least I need, tons of tools in the long run. So this can't be so bad to do. You just plop it down right now. The thing is, we don't have tons of money saved up. Which makes building. It'll have to be okay. It's just a mine. They call it a mine. Do it. Trade agreement. We can do a trade agreement with Morocco. I'm fine with that. Generate even more free bureaucracy. And Imperial system is almost done researching itself. So I guess now we're gonna go into something here. Fractional distillation. Probably still needs sugar. Crystal glass. Uses lead for glass, but also still uses wood. Which would be maybe okay, but we don't have lead either, do we? Canneries. And I guess we're building an iron mine. We're not going to use all that iron for tools. Music to my ears. 300 extra ducats spent for 5 years. And then we get prestige. I don't really care. I'm going to do it, but I don't like it. I probably shouldn't be doing it. So we don't super care about low amounts of prestige right now. What we would care about is... Oh, we have another police law. We could do a dedicated police force. Which we probably still don't want. Well... It doesn't give landowner political strength, which is good, so it's positive. Who doesn't like it? Just the rurals, which we don't like anyway. I think I'm fine going to dedicated police force here. Sure. Let's dedicate. Oh, let's also put a cut in here. We're 40 minutes in. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and if you have anything at all to say, then please do so down there in that comment section. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.